Hello, my dear sinceres. So, on the 18th of March, we have full moon in Virgo. Full moon is a period for reflection, for going inward and checking how we are going. What do we need to let go? Where have we gone to extremes? Full moon in Virgo makes us look at details at our life routines, our discipline. Where are we being picky, overly critical, analytical, overthinking, worrying too much, complaining, or where are we lacking grounding and a certain practicality in reaching for our dreams, our goals, our objectives? And instead of just basking in that kind of daydream without actually doing much to achieve what we aspire. Also, it makes us look to where are we in service to others, or where we devalue ourselves and feel like playing small because we don't feel we are supposed to show our light, our sun, Leo, in fear of appear to think too highly of ourselves, so we kind of try to be too humble. The Virgo Pisces axis also talks about health. How are we with our health? Virgo, where the moon will be, is about caring for the physical body, giving it a routine, discipline, following the cycles that keep it regulated, working at its optimum. However, the shadow side for Virgo is to become overly concerned with health to the point of hypochondria, for example, being afraid of germs and feel the constant need for sterilization. But sterilization also makes things infertile. Virgo also talks about natural medicines, herbs, natural healing, nutrition, detox, healthy lifestyle, and also about clearing, about cleansing, tidying up, organizing, to have a kind of certain purification practice. Pisces, on the other hand, talks about healing from energetic therapies, more like healing energy, about the connection to the divine and letting go of the fear of death through that deep connection to the other side, to God, to the angels, to the other world, or to use the divine energy for healing. Pisces is more free-flowing in going with the mood of the moment, trusting the divine angels that all will be alright. But on the shadow side, Pisces is the sign of obsessions and addictions, alcoholism, drugs, escaping reality, and of feeling a bit overwhelmed by the day-to-day reality. Like they don't tend to necessarily enjoy that kind of crude reality, and then try to run to the dream world where one can pretend all is so much better. And looking at the chart, we have a bucket-shaped chart with most planets in two signs. If we were to divide the chart in two parts, all planets would be on one part, and then the moon, which is the handle and is holding the chart. So we have such configuration, and this kind of brings a lot of action and eventfulness, and many times can even indicate certain kind of conflict or an attempt to avoid conflict. And then is the handle that actually has the power of orienting and give direction to all of those energies. And in this full moon, we will have also a grand Earth trine between Moon, Pluto, and the North Node. Moon and Pluto together brings a focus of intensity into our emotions and our subconscious. We may feel more sensitive to energies around us or dealing with our inner conflicts, though because it's a trine, it is a positive aspect, so it won't be too bad. But it's still a full moon, so still quite intense. And it also means this trine that we have the strength not to be overwhelmed by it, that it can actually work in our benefit. And the trine with the North Node with both Pluto and Moon might help us with some karmic releasing that can give us new insights towards our destination. Moon also represents the public, the people, and Pluto trining the Moon can represent power being given to the people or a sense of empowerment. We will also have Neptune at the midpoint between Sun and Jupiter, which can bring a theme of spirituality, mysticism, mediumship, being capable of channeling the higher spheres, more connection to the other side. But also this midpoint, which is in Pisces, can also bring some hypersensitivity, some naivety, to be very feeble, easy to dissuade, to trick, and some material loss or reduced health. Mercury in Pisces is stimulating our minds to dream, to create art, music, beauty, but also it can make it harder for us to rationalize reality around us, to see clearly what's going on, and plan what to do, what are the next steps. But is in sextile with Uranus, which is its higher octave, and it can make some of us more loose in speaking our minds, saying things that may look too advanced for the time, or exerting more of our free speech, speaking the truth as we see it. And a side note, I have a very politically incorrect view on Mercury in Pisces. This is my personal joke, because for me sometimes it's like the artist who took some holidays from being a scientist and got a little bit drunk, and so he can neither think clearly, but he's totally done with the crude reality of life and needs to take some holidays in dreamland and make some art. He's kind of the corporate guy gone hippie. But anyway, continuing. The good thing about this Mercury in Pisces is also that he's together with Jupiter, with a very close conjunction, which can also bring wisdom, divine inspiration, seeing the bigger picture, having an expanded vision and optimism. Then we have Venus in Mars, which will be squaring Uranus. Uranus is the planet of sudden surprises, of the unexpected. And Venus and Mars now moving apart from each other after conjuncting in Aquarius can mean, even though they're still together, it can mean still love and romance, but as I said in a previous video, it can also bring war. And so you can actually watch the video that I explain about that. So it's to expect certain conflicts in the world to continue, unfortunately, but it's also to be expected that some unexpected developments can also occur. And we may also see on the next day, when Venus is exact with Uranus, some shake-up on the financial world and the financial market, because Venus will be exact with Uranus. And a few days later will be Mars' turn to be exactly square with Uranus. And we can see some intensity of events, because this aspect is a little bit like the eruption of a volcano. It's a square, so it's not very friendly, but this kind of square Uranus-Mars is also connected to hyperactivity, and we can feel our nervous system under pressure. And see in the world or in the environment a lot of impatience, extremism, outbursts of violence, revolutionary action, fighting for humanitarian causes, who knows, maybe related to some sexual theme, but it can also mean earthquakes and some earth-shaking type of event. Also on the 19th of March, which is the next day after the full moon, we'll see the moon then opposing Chiron. And it can again bring health themes, and we can perhaps listen to some new developments about the pandemic or the COVID or the whole situation, or it could be more on a personal basis a good idea to take extra care with our health that day. And with this full moon in Virgo, and Virgo being about being minutious and to doing research and to some degree, and also being very much about grounding, and with the opposition to the Sun, Jupiter, Neptune, who kind of are together, bringing this access to divine energy. It seems more of an opportunity to look after our well-being, of grounding, of connecting to our higher divine energies at the same time, and caring for others, to serve us, to do volunteering. Because with all that is going on, it seems that a lot of people are feeling very tense, very nervous, and stable. And it could be your case, but this full moon also gives the opportunity for us to ground ourselves, to take one day at a time, to do what is asked for the day, and at the same time to deal with what's going on around us in a more grounded, proactive way, always in connection with the divine. And to be able to kind of balance ourselves and to take action instead of losing ourselves to fear. And so I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is all I had to say for this full moon for now. And if you did, please press like below, subscribe to this channel. I really need help to your help to help this channel grow. So please remember to press like below, and feel free to visit me on my website at cynthiasincere.com and check out the types of readings that I'm offering, including the holistic coaching sessions. And if you subscribe to my website, you also have access to some free gifts that are there waiting for you. May the peace be in everyone's heart in the world and prevail, and may the cosmos and the stars be with you.